Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So as for my final project, Usra Budi Tree, I will be reviewing on one movie that for me gave a big impact and also lessons towards myself, and also it is very beneficial for others. Okay, so my chosen movie entitled Taare Zameen or if translated in English, it is Stars on the Ground. Okay. Taare Zameen Par is a 2007 movie. It is Indian Hindi language movie and directed by Amir Khan. I'm sure that most of us know who is Amir Khan, right? The handsome one. Alright, so in this movie, it is the main character is Amir Khan himself and also a boy, Darshil Safari. So Amir Khan played a role as Mr. Nikum and Darshil Safari played the role as Ishan, which he is he is an 8-year-old boy. Okay, so it is the journey about a dyslexia children. Okay, so in this movie, it tells us about Ishan, a boy which was teased by his friends, was scolded by his teachers, by his parents, because for them, Ishan is a boy that is very lazy to learn. Ishan is a boy that cannot adapt learning. Ishan is a boy that likes to jokes around, and Ishan is a boy that does not even have the courage to go to school and learn and do the test properly. Okay, but at the first place, actually, they didn't know that Ishan actually have have one disorder called dyslexia. Okay, because in Ishan himself, when he tried to read the books, he tried to write all the letters, but then each time he tried to read and to write, he always felt that the words are dancing in his mind, the words are moving, and everything seems not to be right to him. Okay, he tried to express it to his teachers, but then his teachers thought that he was joking around. So then his teachers scolded him, and that was very sad because Ishan, we can see that in the movie, every day when Ishan goes to school, Ishan was scolded by his teachers and also his friends. Okay, so one day, Ishan's friends liked to bully him. So one day, a boy bullied him, and Ishan tried to fight back. Okay, when Ishan fight back, both of them were injured. Okay, so then it goes to the plot whereby the parents of that boy went to Ishan's house to see his parents, and they told his parents that Ishan bullied the boy. So Ishan is the victim now. Ishan became a victim because actually he was a victim, but then he became, everyone blamed him, even his parents blamed him. So Ishan's father was very angry at that time, and he decided to send Ishan to a boarding school because he want Ishan to be independent, he want Ishan to study properly, and he want Ishan to improve himself. So then Ishan was sent to a boarding school. Okay, at the boarding school, he was also bullied by his friends there. Until then, one day, there was a new art teacher, which is Amir Khan. Okay, in this story, Amir Khan plays a role as Mr. Nikum, which is the art teacher. So, when Mr. Nikum enters the boarding school, everyone, every students, even every teachers, liked the way Mr. Nikum taught the students on how to do properly in class. Mr. Nikum is very cheerful and he loves to make the children smile and laugh. Okay, until one day, Mr. Nikum went to Ishan's class and saw that something is not right with Ishan. Okay, so he asked Ishan's friends about what is happening to Ishan, Ishan's story, and so on. Okay, and through that, he did a research and found out that Ishan is a boy and have dyslexia disorder. So then he tried all his best to help Ishan in his studies. he tried to tell Ishan's family about that disorder, but then his family didn't believe Mr. Nikum. But then he did not give up. He promised himself to help Ishan, to improve Ishan in learning, and also he want to make Ishan a boy that is very brilliant. Okay, so then he taught Ishan many things, and day by day Ishan overcome his dyslexia disorder until one day Ishan, okay, in addition, Ishan is also a boy that is good in painting and drawing. So both of them actually share the same passion, which is art. Alright, next I want to share 3 things that I learned throughout this movie. Okay, the first thing is the lesson that I learned is about in life, it is not only the academic that matters. Okay, because for me, actually we don't depend 100% in academic. Yes, academic is important, but then as parents, we need to know what is the passion of our children, what our children can do and what our children could not do. So even though at the first Ishan is not very good in academic, but then one thing that is good about Ishan, he never gave up. He tried to overcome himself, and he tried to prove that he can be like other children. Okay, and as for his parents, even though our children is not very good in academic, we should not scold them and blame them from that. Actually, what we need to do is give them the support, give them the love, and treat them just like we treat other children. Because for children, when they get support, they can do even better, because for them, many people love them, many people care about them, and through that, they can give their best, and also they can do and improve themselves. Okay, so the second one is the second lesson that I learned is in the perspective of teacher. Okay, as a teacher, we need to always understand the students. Okay, so in the movie it portrays the teacher Mr. Nikum, which is Amehan, a teacher that looks after his students very well. It touched the subject of coping with dyslexia children, whereby Mr. Nikum did a research on what is dyslexia, what is the characteristic of people with dyslexia, and how to treat them. So we can see that Mr. Nikum is very empathic in this movie, and it is great to have teachers just like Mr. Nikum. And then the third lesson that I learned is we should treat everyone equally. We should not treat one people like this and one people like that. And when we see someone have disabilities, we should not tease them. We should not joke around them. But what we can do is give our support, show that we care, show that we really are interested to know about them, and say that we can help them, because all they need is motivation. If possible, if you are someone that can give motivation, give them some motivation. Why not? Okay, so as a human being, we should be empathic toward others and be a better person by not judging others, because nobody is perfect. Even we ourselves is not perfect. This movie actually have the storyline which is very suitable for teachers that will be teaching special education needs students. They can learn how to cope with special needs children throughout this movie, and even parents with special needs children also can get some ideas in this movie. Okay, I think that is all for now, my sharing session. Wabillahi taufiq wa hidayah. Wassalamualaikum.